You're listening to the Turi Ryder's She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marcy Persky. Have you ever had the feeling that when you're planning a vacation, there's somebody somewhere writing a news story to ruin it for you? Have you ever read a story of some horrible disaster just before you were about to do the thing that turned out to be a horrible disaster for somebody else?
You mean like people that fry turkeys?
No.
I've never fried a turkey.
No.
I would never do that because people get blown up.
What?
Yeah. Every year I see stories about turkey fryers in people's yards, like blowing up and they get all burned.
I've
We're
never
not just making it up.
Never seen this story in my life before. So you planned to deep fry a turkey in your front yard, and that very morning you saw a story that somebody's turkey fryer had blown up in their face and scalded them forever.
No, I've never planned to do it because everybody who does it seems to have them blow up in their face.
I see.
And you have to buy a turkey fryer too, and it's just scary looking to me.
I just think if it's online, you'd probably risk it.
No, I wouldn't. I definitely would. I prefer my turkeys the old-fashioned way.
Okay.
Dead in the oven.
I'm just thinking like you plan a trip to, you're going on some bus ride and then you read some story about some bus dangling off a cliff in some South American country.
No, I'm like that with flying. Absolutely, 100%. I will look for every bad plane story starting 2 weeks before I fly anywhere.
You look for them.
I will look for them. Every little door that opens, every bird that hits every windshield of every plane, or every crazy person that does whatever crazy people do on planes, I will physically and mentally hunt those stories down and read them.
Store
that
them
way
away.
I don't feel stupid being scared when I get on
I
the
see.
plane.
Oh, now you make it make sense. So you look for those stories so that the fact that you're petrified makes more sense because you have.
Exactly.
I gotcha. I gotcha. I thought you
It's
just
a full
had.
circle investigation.
I thought maybe you just had one of those hamster cheek things where you have to stash some news in there.
No. I do stash it in the little compartments in my brain that should be used for other things, like why I walked in a certain room and then turned around and walked out because I couldn't remember what I was getting.
Well, in my case today, you know that for my 30th anniversary, the spousal unit cleverly forgot that it was our 30th anniversary because that's how he rolls.
Yes.
So I did what I do when he called, when the kids put him up to remembering, and he called. And I said, oh, that's all right. I'm busily planning our vacation. Well, I had never been on any kind of cruise ship. Not a big one, not a little one.
Oh, those are worse than airplanes.
Really?
You
Why?
can't get off.
Well,
once you're on, you can't get off unless you jump in the water and you become a news story yourself.
that's pretty much my thought about large cruise ships. Attention, future advertisers. That does it in for all the large cruise ships. We're not going to have any of those advertising. But I loved the idea of the little boats that go up and down the European rivers. So for our 31st now anniversary, I book a trip and you're not out in the middle of the ocean. I like the idea that I can see the shore at all times. And I'm a pretty good swimmer. And if anything happened, I could get to the shore if I had to. There are no sharks in any of these European rivers. The Chinese used to have pink dolphins, I think, in their rivers, but they killed them all. But no sharks. So I feel as though the river cruise where you're in port every night, that's a nice thing.
I know exactly where this is going, and all I have to say is, ew.
No sooner do I look up my airline miles so that I can buy my free ticket. Well, they're not free. They're thousands of dollars worth, years and years and years of credit card bills. But no sooner do I make up my mind which day I want to leave, I turn on my computer and I get, how do I put this? A lifeboat full of stories of a cruise ship where people have they died yet of the hantavirus?
Two or three people are dead now, and they won't let the boat, ship, whatever you want to call it. They won't let it land anywhere.
Why don't you tell the story? Because I got so upset, I don't think I even read the news story through the whole way.
I know this because I'm the most paranoid person in the world. But hantavirus, you can get it through mice or rats.
Or their urine or feces.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you don't know, even in a restaurant, if you're eating urine or feces. But
You
yes,
could be
people
eating-
on the type of cruise that you are looking at are dropping dead on this cruise ship from hantavirus. And every picture that I've seen to go with every story that I've read in the last 3 days.
Wait, let me guess. Do they
showing-
show a rat?
Yep, a giant rat that someone's holding by its tail. And I'm just like, yeah, that's just another reason for me to add why I will never, ever, ever, ever be on a cruise ship.
Well, at least I know the ship is sound because we all know that rats desert a sinking ship.
Yeah.
Or in this case, rats in your dessert on a sinking ship. I can't figure it out. All I know is that the minute I sign up for my vacation of a lifetime, the newspapers and the websites and the TV news sites are all full of, it's a death ship that none of the ports will let people dock. And yesterday I heard that in a very rare or possibly unique example, somebody has apparently become infected in human to human transmission of this virus, which makes me really wonder what kind of weird, kinky life they must have. I don't know. It's disgusting. And I'm disgusted. And now this podcast
Are you
has
locked in now?
disgusted me. Yes, I gave them a deposit and I'm meeting another couple there. And I sincerely hope the other couple have not read this news story because they'll bail and we'll be stuck on the ship with the rats or not rats and the poop or not poop and the food or not food. And by then I hope they've got it all cleared up because I've got a few months for them to get it under control. But honestly, why is it that the minute you decide you're going to make a big statement or spend a big investment or make a big move, the worst thing that can happen shows up where you go, I had thought of that before. Well, that could happen. That could really happen.
Do they make a vaccination for that?
I don't think so. Remember when you leave the country, you used to have to go and get about 50,000 shots. Yeah, not anymore.
Hantavirus is all over out here in the Southwest.
Yes, because you have prairie dogs that get it.
Yes. Luckily, we don't have any where I am, but where we used to live, we had like millions of them. They were just little heads sticking out of holes everywhere.
They're cute.
They're adorable, but they also carry the plague. They carry, because they're fleas, they go underneath your house, into the foundation.
No.
They do everything bad.
Can squirrels get hantavirus?
I don't know. We don't have any squirrels. I can ask some other form of wildlife.
I might not want to know. I might not want to know. All I know is now I'm wishing I'd booked that bus trip through the Andes Mountains, the one where the news story will show you that a bus went off a road in the Andes Mountains and 17 tourists were hanging by their fingernails until they eventually fell off the edge of the mountain and landed no one knows where. Any story that involves the word crevasse, is going to end badly.
Well, it's just like getting off this mountain, and you have to go through the switchbacks, especially going to Sedona. If you want to, visit a vortex or fake gypsy fortune teller kind of person.
What?
Lots of fortune tellers, and they have all these kinds of vortexes. It's supposed
What's a vortex in this context?
Look it up. Sedona, Arizona. Yeah, it's supposed to be spiritual, and you can go walk around on wolf farms and weirdo stuff. I don't go very often because I do not like the switchbacks. I am underneath the dashboard, hiding as we go around the switchbacks because so many things can happen, like a rock slide or some other idiot driver on the wrong side.
More
of
likely.
the narrow road.
More likely.
No, I don't know, man. They have nets up. Wherever you have to put nets
Yeah,
so
that's
that
not good.
rocks can't hear you
Yeah.
or hit you, I
I
mean.
like hear you
Yeah,
because they
rocks
do.
can't.
A loud noise will knock them down.
Luckily now I'm too old for motorcycles because we used to ride the motorcycle on the switchback, which was worse than a lifted Bronco. But yeah, no, no, no.
Let
No
me just
switchbacks,
ask
no
you,
crevices, no mountains, no ship, no boat.
what made you give up the motorcycle? I forget if I ever knew what made you decide that you weren't going to be a passenger on the back of Frankie's motorcycle anymore.
He drives too fast. I'm much older. He's going to be 55 and he can't drive 55. Little Sammy Hagar reference there.
Yeah, I
But
got that one. Yeah.
yeah, I'm past the age of elderly. I don't know.
I don't know. In Oakland, you see those old Hells Angels guys with the beards and the leather vests and the.
You know, they could be 30. Who knows how old those guys are? They
No,
live fast and die young.
that's true that they do ride hard.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite moments ever at Costco. There was a guy at the membership desk, legit in a Hells Angels vest. And I'm like, look at that. The Hells Angels shop at Costco. Like, for the clubhouse, I guess.
There was a big group, it was day before yesterday, going through the road construction out on 64 to the Grand Canyon. And it must have been 30 or 40 motorcycles, all flying Swedish flags.
Really?
Yeah.
They wouldn't
So
scare me. The Hells Angels scare me. The
No, the
Swedish
Swedes
flag
didn't
people don't
scare
scare
me.
me. No.
But I just wanted to know how they rode over like the ocean to get your. You can't put your bike on it.
I know how. They attach themselves to those Swedish fish.
Yeah, there you go. My husband loves Swedish fish. I don't like them.
It's a texture thing.
Yeah,
Some people like
they're
that
too smooth.
gummy texture, and
Yeah.
some people find it nauseating.
Okay, so let me tell you, since we're talking about horrible, awful things,
Yes.
I'm going to mellow it out a little bit.
Okay.
So this morning at 8:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
as I'm sitting there drinking my coffee in my really, really heavy winter nightgown and my hair is all standing up like the Roadrunner,
Mm.
there's a knock at the door
What?
and both of my dogs go friggin' nuts. I mean, like nuts, like nuts. I can't even. I have no words for what they
Clearly,
were doing.
you're on your fourth nuts.
Yeah, it was bad. It was the window guy because we're replacing our big bird killer window with 3 separate bird killer windows
Oh, dear.
because birds like just fly straight into them. So I'm trying to open the door, but I've got Jerry on my back and I've got Belly between my legs, and they're both trying to like stick noses out. I finally just gave up. Said, okay, I'm opening it. And they both went running by me out the gate. So Belly, for our new listeners, Belly is a bulldog who is 3/4 body and 1/4 legs. So she's easy to catch. Jerry is a big, big, big puppy with big, big, big puppy brain issues. So I want to know, how come when I have a treat in my hand or a box of treats, he will come running when I say, Jerry, come. But when I don't have anything in my hand, he's running around like a maniac for an hour everywhere, sniffing everything. As soon as I get close to him, he takes off again. I finally came in the house to get dressed because I'm running around chasing him in my nightgown and in
That
slippers.
must have been a sight.
Yeah, and it's like sprinkling out.
Why did you even bother running around in your nightgown? Why didn't you just go get the cheap hot dogs the way you usually do? And by the way, if you want to know why he doesn't come to you, that's another season you're going to have to sign up on the Polar Express to get the trainer to come out and answer that question.
Actually, my trainer said that that's probably the last thing he'll learn. And looking at his attention span, he'll probably be 15. Yeah, he will sit, he will lie down, but he will not come. And I was wearing the kind of slippers that are like soft on the bottom.
Oh, dear.
So I'm running through the cinders going, ow, 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 by like 10 o'clock, I think he was home, and I'm breathing hard. And my husband calls. And he said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Sitting on the couch." He said, "Are you sick? Is the NAU lacrosse team there?"
I love it that he trusts you because that way you don't have to explain the NAU lacrosse team.
Exactly.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. It's clear you like listening to things, so you might enjoy the audio version of my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air. I read the entire darn thing myself. You can download it from Audible. It's not free like the podcast, though, so if you're thrifty, like me, you may still want your public library to order the printed version.